You're watching Virginia This Morning. This segment is sponsored by the Memory Center of Richmond.
The Memory Center of Richmond is the most comprehensive facility in Central Virginia for those living with Alzheimer's and dementia. Joining us with more about the interactive community they've created at the facility are Jennifer Koeniger, Siobhan Shelton, and Samira Lubyankic. It's nice to have all of you here.
We're happy to be here. Thank you.
We were talking before we got started. You really are an expert panel here today, and I have so many questions for you. You're Executive Director, Jennifer. Siobhan, you are the Director of Nursing, and Samira, you are the Assistant Director of Nursing. First, as we get started, the Memory Center of Richmond offers what?
We are an assisted living community that specializes specifically in Alzheimer's and dementia. So all of our residents do have a serious cognitive impairment, and we are built around a town hall concept, so that is very unique compared to other communities in the area. Our residents can come in and have access to about 33,000 square feet of secured space. The town hall concept, it's a true brick and mortar concept. When you walk into our communities, our residents feel as though they are walking down a street. They have access to a general store where they can go inside and make purchases, an ice cream bistro where they can stop and have ice cream or an afternoon snack, a tavern where they can meet with friends and play games, maybe have a nice refreshing beverage, a theater, a library. So it's a true town hall concept.
I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures of the experience, and it just looks amazing. So warm, so welcoming, and the kind of place that when you reach this stage of life, you hope for.
Yes.
Siobhan, you're the Director of Nursing, and I know one of the questions that's important to ask that a lot of folks might not think of right off the bat is in terms of nursing staff and the ratio to patients. This is important.
Typically, we have a 5-to-1 ratio so that our residents can receive the best quality of care.
And Samira, I know we were talking before we got started too about some of there are ancillary things that can develop in maybe other venues, and the Memory Center of Richmond particularly prides itself on having low numbers in terms of experiencing these diseases.
A very low number of the hospitalization regarding UTI or pneumonia, but it's very deadly for this population of the people. Our staff doing a great job with hydration, with the cleaning, with the hand washing. That is very, very important for bacteria around and have people healthy around.
And this can happen for folks watching right now who are maybe experiencing this or know that happens in environments. So it's particularly important to point out the low number of instances happening here, because once that starts, it just complicates an already very complicated situation.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Jennifer, by the time folks are making their way on this journey and maybe starting to look for facilities, look for a place, look for a home, how do they make their way to the Memory Center of Richmond?
Well, what's very nice about our community is that we can actually assist people at any stage of the disease with Alzheimer's and dementia. We have many residents who are early stage. The family, their POA might make a decision to come in and move their loved one in early, all the way to end of life. So we actually do partner with communities, other agencies in the community such as hospice, so that we can continue to provide care for our residents as they age in place. Many people make the decision to move in early just so that their loved one can really enjoy the years that they have remaining with the disease. Our goal is always to make sure that our residents have the absolute best quality of life, regardless of the stage that they come in. So again, partnering with hospice agencies, we do have on-site rehabilitation services, so physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. Everything is geared toward keeping our residents in our care as long as possible.
That's right, and in their best quality of life for
absolutely.
Where they are. And it really is a breath of fresh air, because when you're in this wheelhouse, when you're starting to explore this as an option, knowing that this is there can bring a lot of comfort. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yes.
It's a great opportunity, folks, to come out and see you and start this conversation. The Memory Center, you'll find it located at 13800 Bon Secours Drive in Midlothian. For information, call 409-8425. Visit online, thememorycenter.com. You can also find them on Facebook at The Memory Center Richmond. Right now, I'm going to send it over your way.